Ladies and gentlemen, it is officially hammer time. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do open to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact. I know Tamsy's mad, bruh. I know Tamsy's mad. Oh, I know he's angry, though. I know he's furious, steaming on the inside. He was ready and willing to see Rudo cook up a storm. But now he's not gonna be cooking alone. And in fact, actually, no, someone pointed out, it seems like a lot of the energy from Rudo is like flowing into Foyo. It's like maybe Rudo is accidentally using his powers. Like, I was gonna go down like a super dark route. Like, ultimately, Foyo becoming a giver was kind of expected. Like, we spent way too much time and effort and energy on Foyo for Foyo to not become a giver. I'll readily admit that. Like, I saw a lot of people, because I ended up perusing through the community. A lot of people were actually kind of disappointed. A lot of people were presumably on that Tamsy timer, and they're like, Foyo, you were supposed to perish for Rudo's character development. You weren't supposed to actually be alive. But ultimately, despite it being obvious, considering that other outcome was also obvious, and I think would have been way too fast and way too soon, honestly, because, you know, Rudo barely knows Foyo, I'm fine with this development. And once again, like I mentioned in last review, I'm happy with the doors that it opened. Because initially, if Foyo just died and Rudo crashed out, sure, we got a cool Rudo crash out moment, but then Tamsy would have felt comfortable with letting other people live. And that dramatic irony is obviously still there. No matter what, it's going to be there until the Tamsy reveal happens for everybody else. If no one else knows, maybe other people know. Like, it's entirely possible other people know, but they ain't saying nothing. But essentially, with Foyo living, with Foyo becoming a giver, not only do we actually give value to all that time we spent learning about Foyo's backstory, and we get to see him unlock a new ability, which I think is always cool, but also we reopen the Tamsy door. Of course, there's always the Zydol door. It's there. It's always there. We will never escape it until the character himself perishes, which ain't gonna be no time soon. But the Tamsy door is still to be the more interesting door, if only for the fact that Tamsy's actually inside the house. Zydol, he's outside the house. He's a deserter. He's a mess. He's a monster. He's a beast. He's an animal. But he's outside the house. Tamsy's inside the house. So I'm so happy that door is open. I'm interested to see how Foyo cooks. I'm interested to see if Rudo actually cooks at all. Because right now, I believe he's broken everything. Because we know the blow dryer got broken, the net is broken. So does he even have anything left? I don't know. So let's not waste any more time and let's hop right into, I'd say, what chapter? I actually can't even tell you the chapter number. I think it's 129. But let's see. That's strange. I was expecting Rudo to go berserk. So why are two of them standing there? Honestly, a real dark twist on it could have been Rudo literally like, of course, this is going to sound super edgy. And once again, it's because I've been falling heavily down the Deltarune rabbit hole. But I was low-key expecting, like, Rudo to use his gloves on Foyo's dead body. And, like, if not resurrect him, turn him into a weapon. Like, evolve him into his final state, which would have an adverse effect of awakening the hammer as well. But notably, he didn't do that. He just got Foyo up, and Foyo, he's moving and schmoving, and I'm fine with that, too. Obviously, setting up the idea that Rudo could hypothetically revive people because they didn't get the full worth out of their life through the gloves, it could be something interesting. But I think that is a little bit too broken to give to our main character, so I'm fine with this for now. Let's see. In Foyo's hand, Rudo must have used his powers to... No. He didn't. Yeah. Tamsy's like, my parlay. Actually, Tamsy, as a person who has his own parlay in a completely different series, I respect the pain, man. When you want that parlay to hit like nothing else and the parlay refuses to hit, it outright refute, man, I'd be mad too. Tamsy, my apologies, brother. I was gonna clown on you a little bit, but nah, I get it. I also only prefer my parlays to hit, and this is clearly the exact opposite of a parlay hitting. But let's see. Chapter, where we go. Chapter 120, I said 129. Chapter 127, Explosion Reprise. Is it reprise or reprise? I actually don't know. I've heard both. I actually don't know if it's reprise or reprise. And I could Google it, absolutely. I know exactly what you're thinking. Pencil, if you don't know, Google it. No, I don't think I will. Let's see. Rudo. Interesting. I wonder what that says. Oh, does that... Oh, I'm dumb. I think that... But that's weird, though. I want to say that says Foyo. But, like, aren't the L's facing backwards? Like, this is supposed to be the F, right? Because obviously this is an O, this is an O. It's, like, upside down. I don't know. It's strange. Let's see. Rudo. I set such terrible thing. You punched him in the mouth. No. You better apologize for that too, but you punched him in the mouth. You took that poor traumatized 15-year-old and you slobber knocked him straight in the jaw. We are just gonna let you slide with, oh, Rudo, I said such mean, stupid things to you. No. You fed that man a knuckle sandwich and he's not even a man yet. We'll see. But I'll admit though, the hammer design goes kind of crazy. And you know what? It's so interesting. It's so top heavy. Like, notably, there is definitely some design detail here with the tip of the hammer, but like, it is very, very top heavy, and it's impressive that Foyo's able to wield it. Like, did he actually get some healing or something? Like, bro, you had a hole in your chest, at least presumably. So it's impressive that he's able to feed this much energy directly into the hammer, and it's producing something. And it even has like, I do like the steampunk aesthetic going on with it too. It's very nice looking. Let's see, Rudo, I said such terrible things to you, but you get lost. You confronted me head on. And you're not gonna apologize for punching him in the face? Foyo, I can't let that slide, brother. You punched a 15-year-old. I can't let that slide, Buckaroo. I can't just glaze over that. You did slobber knock a whole 15-year-old, Foyo. Apologize for that too. Not just the confrontation and talking to you, but I do admit that is sweet, right? Ultimately, Rudo, a guy he barely knows, gave him more faith, more agency, and more confidence and awareness than a person he knew all his life and his friend. So, like, that is some good stuff right there. Let's see. And made me into the guy I want to be. Thank you. Now, I can fight by your side. I already read, I'm about to make a comment, but I read a little bit of Rudo's text bubble down here. I didn't do a darn thing. It was your passion that made you a giver, Foyo. All I did was believe that you could do it. Oh, but Rudo! He still needs to apologize for punching you in the mouth. Like, I know. We got Giver Foyo out of it, and if Foyo didn't... Like, but I'll admit, that is a weird writing choice. Like, we're rewarding the character who crashed out with the thing they've always wanted. But then again, like, he did experience humility, and I guess that's the thing. He's not really being rewarded for crashing out. But it's weird, right? He kind of is being rewarded for crashing out. Because when you think about it, he wouldn't have put himself in the scenario where he was knocked off the cliff, temporarily crushed the trash beast under that pillar, and then was put in a scenario where Rudo could come down and inspire him and believe in him. If he didn't crash out at first, it put them in a really bad situation. Hypothetically, if Foyo was in control of his emotions and didn't punch a 15-year-old, he wouldn't have become a giver today. And possibly never. Or probably not never. He probably would have gotten it eventually. But still, he wouldn't have gotten it. So in a roundabout way, he's being rewarded for crashing out. And I'm not sure how to feel about that on like a writing level. Like, it's not bad. It wouldn't be the first time. Like, typically, a lot of characters in anime get rewarded for crashing out. Like, one of the most iconic transformations, if not the most iconic transformation in all of anime outside of like magical girl transformations, the Super Saiyan form literally comes from Goku crashing out. But it's still strange to think about. Like, okay, you lost control of your emotions and took it all out on a traumatized 15-year-old. Now you get access to the power system after the 15-year-old comforts you. That's a little bit weird on the writing front, but I do get it. I get where Arana Sensei's going for the writing front of this. Ultimately, it was a combination of external belief and Foyo's own internal belief after he made up for the mistake he made in sacrificing himself. So, like, I do get that, but there still is a solid part of my mind that's like, you punched a 15-year-old, I didn't apologize for it, and then got the power system. Something about that doesn't seem right. Let's see. Huh? But we don't like how Foyo's even like, well, now that you mention it. Let's see. Ah, okay, see, that's good. That's good. At least he's like, but this doesn't mean I forgive you, okay? Yeah, I'm really sorry. Don't apologize now. That is good. I'm glad that, because like some main characters be like, don't worry, I forgive you. Rudo's like, dude, you punched me in the mouth. You can't just give words for that. Like, once again, I hope Rudo does. Oh no, he does have one more thing in his pack. But Rudo, I do hope you get your lick back. Like, I hope you defeat this trash beast and everything, and then you just like, obviously Rudo's 15, but he's superhuman. So like, I hope he gets a nice even slobber knockback. You know, I get it. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. I understand. You know, you're not supposed to give in to your desires for revenge or anything. And I get it. That's a full-grown man punching a 15-year-old. A 15-year-old deserves his lick back. Let's see. We can talk after we kick that trash beast trash. After we kick that beast trash. Only in Gachiakuta, bro. Only in Gachiakuta. We can talk after we kick that beast trash. Okay. Yeah, I hear that. Foyo, how are you moving, buddy? Did you hear? Like, that's still very impressive. They managed to get back up. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. I need to give a better voice to my glorious, juicy, handsome King Gris. I'm back on the train of Gris dying, though. Like, I wholeheartedly see Gris die. Let's see. That hammer. No way. Foyo did it? He's a giver? But all that blood. I think he is seriously injured. Which is still like, I mean, adrenaline's a crazy thing. Adrenaline is a crazy thing. So presumably, he is tweaking off adrenaline right now. But even still, while tweaking off adrenaline, it is very impressive that he's able to stand and do as much as he is. Wielding that big behind hammer, like, presumably, I'm assuming it kind of works like Riptide did in Percy Jackson, in the Percy Jackson series, where, like, Riptide is always the perfect weight. Like, no matter what, how tired Percy is, he never notices, like, oh, Riptide's getting heavy in my hand. No, it's always the perfect weight. It stays the same weight in reality, but for Percy, it, like, auto-adjusts. So maybe that's how it is for Givers, even though Foyle's, this is the first time he's ever wielding his weapon, first time he's ever imbuing it with his life energy, first time while he's extremely physically damaged because of the adrenaline, and top that off with the fact that Giver weapons most likely perfectly adjust to their wielder. That's probably why he's able to stand and move. Tamsy's sitting there like, my parlay! How dare it! How dare they deny the parlay! Wounded head, abdomen, etc. Anyone can see that it's utterly impossible to battle with a giant hammer in that condition. If Rudo didn't do a darn thing, how was he moving? Okay, so wait, never mind. So it's not that. I mean, Tamsy, adrenaline's a crazy thing. Like, I mentioned it before, but you always hear the stories. A 120-pound woman soaking wet, deadlifting a car off her child just because adrenaline's like, must do everything for child. And like, that isn't even for somebody else. He's legit like tweaking for his own life right now. Like, and once again, it's hard to know how much of it was true, but I've like read stories. Some guy 1v1 a grizzly bear. They both died. But like, I'm not sure if it was a grizzly bear or just a bear, but a man 1v1 a bear. That's not supposed to happen. Even if it was a double kill, like, that's not supposed to happen. But adrenaline and determination, it can take you a long way. It can take you a long way, so it's possible. Let's see. You confronted me head on and made me into the guy I want to be. Thank you. It can't be. Did Rudo's words and actions actually give Foyo strength? The power of friendship? Ew, that is so not what I'm looking at. I low-key get it, dog. I low-key get it, dog. I low-key get it. Honestly, I do like Tammy's long hair. I like Tammy with his hair now. But I get it, bro. Then again, I'm a big shonen manga guy. My favorite video game series of all time, despite the fact that the PlayStation State of Play happened. It's not, like, Kingdom Hearts 4 isn't real, dog. Kingdom Hearts 4 isn't, I'm gonna make a video talking about it on this channel. Why, I've literally finished, it is a 12-page script. It is a whole Kingdom Hearts video. It is not going on this channel. I'm just gonna make a separate channel for it. I'm gonna make a whole separate channel for Kingdom Hearts content. Even though there is no Kingdom Hearts content, because Kingdom Hearts 4 and Kingdom Hearts Missing Link aren't real. But I know Midori leaked it. And slight spoiler. Like, if you care about the release date for Kingdom Hearts 4, in the Gachiakuta, like, the overlap between Gachiakuta fans and Kingdom Hearts fans, it is not that much. I swear. So I'm gonna just say, Midori leaked that Kingdom Hearts 4 is supposed to drop in 2026, and I don't believe it. I genuinely, like, I mean, that would be the quickest turnaround on, like, because we've only had one teaser trailer. We haven't had a real trailer for 4. And of course, it's still early in the year. We're just starting February. And obviously, I believe Kingdom Hearts 2002, it turns 23 this year, but that's such a random and irrelevant number. Like, I mean, maybe we do get something on the anniversary of Kingdom Hearts 1, and I know Birth by Sleep just turned earlier this year, and that's when Nomura came out with the interview about, like, the Crossroads stuff that we already knew about. Like, that's the thing, Kingdom Hearts 4 ain't real, dog. Like it flat out isn't real. We're not seeing it, and like, I want to trust Midori, and Midori is apparently a very valid leaker. I don't know much about Midori or leaks or anything like that, but Kingdom Hearts 4, it was announced. It's going to be 3 years ago since it was announced. Even if KH4 does drop, like, say it's a shadow drop, they just, like, release it. Right? Like, they don't even do trailers because they heard everyone complaining about, you spoiled all of 3 in the trailers. You literally had a final battle trailer and spoiled the whole game. And they're like, fine, you don't want us to spoil anything? Boom. And they just drop it on us. Even if that is 2026, that's 7 years. I'm not going to see Kingdom Hearts. I will have children. Multiple. By the time Kingdom Hearts 5 or any variation of it, heck, even by the time Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, I may legit get married and have children before Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out at the rate of its development. Gosh darn it. And that hurts me, because, like, gosh darn it, man. And missing. Sorry, I'm going on a completely different tangent. Let's see. The power of friendship. Ew, that is so not what I'm looking for. I get it, Tamsy. Though I don't fully get it because I love Kingdom Hearts. Let's see. The house is still burning? They're all just chilling. Oh, man, I love, man. See, like, I don't even know how you think up some of this stuff. As, like, from one artist to another, like, Arana Sensei, what are they feeding you? But that's so crazy. Was it loading up another fire blast? Whoa, here comes a big one. I'd say pause, but it's Gris, so we aren't pausing nothing. Let's see. Jeez! Why does it have such an effective and powerful laser, dog? What on earth? Like, and what is this trash beast? Like, I mean, I get it. We've run into powerful ones before. Like, this thing is insane. It has a guardian. It can mutate the house itself. It's like a cat with the ability to fire whole, like, look at the scale of this laser relative to it. Like, what is this, and why is it so strong? But let's see, how does Foyo counter it? Okay, he reels back with the hammer. Interesting. He's swinging down with the pointed side of the hammer. Let's see. Oh, interesting. He uses the hammer as a shield. Interesting. I mean, I wasn't, but I guess he had no choice there. I thought, if anything, he was gonna try and, like. Then again, he reeled back. I think I was expecting him to be like, like swing like a baseball bat in order to try and like knock the beam away. But no, interesting. Does he block? So does it tank it? It looks like he's tanking the beam. Even the house is like. What on earth are you doing? I didn't know you were going to be this strong. Did I just defuse? Let's see. Ooh, the top. Did it mutate? Did he mutate it? Like, I do not remember seeing that detail. I don't think. Yeah. Oh, no. That was there. I just didn't notice it. But all right. Boom. What on earth? The hammer worked as a shield? Yes, it did. I mean, notably, of course, I do own like actual hammers, but the main one I keep nearby. Thor's hammer, like it's too small to be one, but like the blunt end of an air hammer can definitely work as a shield. It'd just be like a very tiny shield. But of course, with the scale of Foyo's warhammer here, like it does make sense as a valid shield. And Foyo himself, he's tiny enough to fit behind it, so it actually does work out. I've lived my whole life worrying about what other people think. I didn't want to end up like that guy, so I held it in. I let it build. I smothered my real feelings. I kept making excuses. Let myself and let myself think I'd smoothed everything over, nice and pretty. But you had it. We had to take it out of 15. But still, that's the thing. I do respect the determination, right? And I guess in a twisted way. Like, I was thinking about it again because I tend to think about Gachiakuta, and I was like, well, I can kind of understand it from like the person who became a content creator. Like, notably, especially the way I do content creation, I do it in a way that I can do it as consistently as I do without getting burnt out or like stressing about it or anything like that. I do it in a way that makes me happy and me enjoy it. But I specifically remember, especially before I truly locked into content creation, I was literally in the mindset where like, I want to yap. I don't want to yap like other people yap. Like especially you see it most in the reaction videos. They are super duper long, and it's not. Admittedly, a lot of that does come naturally because I am from a long line of yappers. I'm not lying when I say that. My mother was a yapper, my father was a yapper, my grandfather was a yapper, my other grandfather was a yapper, my grandmother was a yapper, and my other grandmother was a yapper. And their parents were yappers before them. So I've come from a long line of yappers, raised in a family of yappers. All my aunties and uncles are yappers. My cousins we're just a whole bunch of yappers. But a big reason I do that is because I didn't really like the reaction content I saw. I didn't like the people who just sat there, blinked, chuckled once or twice, maybe added 1 minute to the video, and then posted it. I didn't like that. So I went out of my way to make my own content. I wasn't really a big review guy. I mean, I would watch them, then I get bored. So I was like, let me just make the reviews myself. So admittedly, I do get that, where you're like in a point where, I'm seeing other people do things, but I don't like how they're doing them. And I don't want to be like them if I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do my own. So I'm going to do my own thing. And that's kind of how I ended up in my own review style and stuff like that. And I'm not saying I'm perfectly unique. There 50 other guys with pencils out there. That's why I'm so happy that you're here with me. It does help me a whole lot, trust me. Like I don't talk about it all too often, but I am unbelievably grateful that people actually like enjoy my content. But with that being the case, I understand Foyo on that part, not wanting to be like the common crowd, even if it is easy, even if it is easier and safer. Like I get it, but then again, I'm still a camera. Like I still wouldn't do half the stuff that Foyo did, if not a fourth of it. But let's see. I am such an idiot. Jeez. What on earth? Foyo! I know you're a giver now, bro, but you are insanely strong. Let's see. I'm such an idiot. I was only using that guy as an excuse to keep running away from anything that might get me dirty. But, I mean, you say that, Foyo. But you did risk your life over and over again as a supporter cleaner with no powers. And, like, of course, obviously, the cleaners with powers, the givers in the cleaners, are still risking their lives every single day. But at least they do have powers. They have access to the power system. Foyo, not to knock you trying, but, like, you were doing a whole lot for a guy with nothing but determination and a drain. That's not nothing to sneeze at, buddy. Let's see. But big bodacious booty butt cheeks. I'm done. I won't run anymore. So he's standing on. Rudo, what did you pull out of that pack, dog? It's been a little bit. It's been a couple pages. Rudo, what's in that pack, buddy? I saw you reaching into it. You got the Spagooter on you, but interesting. He's not running anymore. But that's the thing. It's why I am so like 50-50, and I get why a lot of people, even in the comments, are like, I'm not rocking with Foyo's art, and I do get it, because like he was running, but I guess it's what he was running from. Even if he was running face first into danger and doing his own thing, trying to prove himself and separate himself from the crowd, technically he was running from his own feelings of inadequacy. Admittedly, by accepting that he wasn't adequate and trying to not become inadequate, but still, he wasn't really sitting down and accepting that. He was bottling up all of that. He was running away from the realization that one day he may in fact end up like that guy. The guy he once looked up to that ended up becoming nothing and insulting him while he became nothing. He was running away from that possibility the hardest he could. And of course, ultimately running away, that's the thing though. Does Foyo become a giver if he doesn't build it all up? If he doesn't build up that resentment, that self-hatred, that self-doubt, if he doesn't build all that up, I don't think he becomes a giver. If it doesn't snap on Rudo the 15-year-old, like, I don't think he becomes a giver. I think it's all needed here. And of course, maybe someone would have eventually given him external validation, but he only did that after he broke. I don't know. That's the thing. That's the weird thing about Foyo's arc. If he doesn't do the wrong thing, then he never gets his goal. Now, is that like if he does not do the incorrect thing, he never gets his goal. And that's like. And that's the weird thing. Like, there's not, like, this isn't a case where, like, once again, going back to the Super Saiyan example for the analogy, this isn't a case where, like, maybe eventually Goku would have unlocked Super Saiyan anyway, just to, like, training and intensity and as we found out with Toriyama years later, getting enough S cells, and then bada bing bada boom, he would have activated Super Saiyan accidentally. Kind of like how they accidentally, well, not accidentally, but through training broke through the Super Saiyan wall and got grade 2, grade 3, and then eventually grade 4. Like, maybe that would have happened eventually for Foyo, but at least the way it's implied here, if he did not run away so hard from the possibility of being average, then he would have never not been average. So I don't know. It's a strange fate. But I think notably, just based on the quality of Rana Sensei's writing generally, I think the confusion and like mishap I'm feeling, especially with Rudo's reaction earlier, like, I don't forgive you, dog. Like, I'm still gonna slobber knock you later. I think it is appropriate. I think it is intentional. I think I'm meant to feel like, and it's weird to say that. Like, if you may think you're just huffing, slow down. You're just huffing copium for Rana Sensei's poor writing here. I don't think so, because there are definitely moments where I've read where like I know I'm supposed to feel conflicted as a reader or as a consumer of the media I'm consuming, and I think this is one of those moments, just based on how much time we've gotten with Foyo and the complications behind his writing. Let's see. I swear, I will outdo myself. Okay, let's see what you do. Okay, another shield, though. That's the thing. You're doing good on the defensive, but you aren't really doing good offensively. Let's see. A vital instrument's power is based on... Oh. Hey, I'll be honest with you, man. A vital... Gosh darn it, I'm struggling to end his voice. A vital instrument's power is based on experience and ideology. So, if you want to be a giver, you'll need to confront both your object and yourself. Ah, okay, that makes sense. This hammer has seen all of our weakness, his and mine. Interesting. But you know, once again, even though Engine clearly is like not the most reliable, he's a little bit freaky, like, and obviously he has his moments, I do like that he truly is like the nexus point of the cleaners. Almost every single cleaner that we know of, except for obviously our leader and Saimu, Archer Corvus and Saimu, they both seem to be like remotely independent of Engine. They rely on him to like do his job. Other than that, they don't really seem to have direct ties to him. But from Rudo, obviously, to Rio, to Zonka, and now Foyo, like everyone seems to fall back on him. And obviously there's so much mystery surrounding he himself. So I'm interested to finally, once we get that section, and presumably it will probably be in the like pseudo Halloween arc that we probably get a little bit of insight on him, but then again, we could get insight on the designer guy too. So that may take precedence. Engine, he's a very interesting character. I can't wait to see how he lasts in the long run. Especially considering he didn't really end up playing the traditional mentor role. So I don't think like we know off him for character development. Who knows? Let's see. This hammer has seen all of our weakness, his and mine. That's how I know how to use you. Ah. Interesting. So, by absorbing weakness, he can then... Okay, let's see. How to use you. Hold in the stress. Let it build. Oh, interesting. So he's absorbing energy. Hold it all in. And what happens next? What, he's gonna boom it? How's he gonna boom it? What's he... Whoosh? What's happening? Oh! Darn! How on earth... What? Rudo! You just dropkick this house? If you're gonna blow up at people, then do it! Go all the way. I get it. So he built up for an explosion. Okay. What kind of? Don't hit Rudo though. Like, but still, Rudo. What did you transform in order to do this, buddy? Let's see. What is he about to blow up on? Foyo.
Woo! He clean with it though. He clean with it. I can't even lie. He clean with it. What is this?
Why are you so clean with it? From joy of youth to the reality of adulthood. Let's see. He's got that thing bursting. What are you about to do? I'm going on. Oh, so his name is Alan. Yeah, I guess we never did get his name. But his name is Alan. I'm going on ahead. Honestly, if I was Foyo, just to be petty, I'd go back and flex so hard. And be like, hey, remember this hammer you gave me? This trash? Look at the gang. Boom. And then I run away. But he said he wouldn't run anymore. So he'd run the phase with Alan. I'm going on ahead. Alan. A boom straight to the dome piece of the house. Is he gonna shatter? Oh no, he did not shatter it. He made it explode. I love it. Gris in awe. Rudo biting his lip a little bit. That's a little bit creepy. But in awe. Tamsy's like, oh, I hate this trope. I need to off him now too. Tamsy, I don't trust him. I do like him a lot though. He's my favorite antagonist so far from all of Gachiakuta. But then again, we're only 127 chapters deep. We haven't actually gotten that many antagonists. But let's see. Rudo, why are you biting your lip like that, dog? I just want to know how you zoomed like that. How do you zoom in to lean to the boom like that? Boom. Oh, literal boom. Ooh, but why he posed up like that though? He's about to collapse so hard. Get him back to the healer immediately. But boom. Golly, is that the end of the chapter? And that's the end of the chapter. He boomed it. But all right. Oh, I like the sound of that. That sounded juicy. But I want to thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end of this review, please leave boom time. We'll go with boom. Leave boom time in the comment section down below. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure that notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, you do have a Patreon down below where you can support me for as low as $1, get $1 a month. Things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks include the live reactions, you have the series time to review, ad-free variations of all my videos, and if you become a $25 patron or a $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also, you have a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below, where you drop 5 beans for a short video, 200 beans for a long video, or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our sketch tier members: Greyhound, Eternal Flame, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Super Flame Zero, Glacier, XZ, G Prosper, Zeta, and Brandon Payne. Then I'd like to give a thank you to our line art tier patrons: Sean, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin, Encarnacion, and A+A. And then I'd like to give a huge thank you to our ink tier members: Fine, Austin Wimberly, Euchiha, Yuki Ally, and Carlo Alaimo. Then I'd like to give a gargantuan thank you to our digital art tier members, J Warrior and AZ Void. Then I'd like to give another gargantuan thank you to our colored art tier patron, Waki Minoz, and iDemokami. Then I'd like to give a final legendary top of the line thank you to our That Guy with a Pencil tier patron, the glorious king, Calvin Elder.